Hi guys, this is Dee, and yes, I'm back again. I am. I decided to go live. I know I look a mess. I look a mess, and I know the lighting is not the best. I'm sitting here in my travel trailer. I'm on the road really, so I know this is not the best live, but I just decided to go live and to I was going through my uh, comments, and one of my a really nice person, Edward Smart. He left a comment and he was like, "Where are you? What's going on with you? Are you okay?" And in all honesty, you guys, there's been so much stuff going on lately. I completely forgot about YouTube. YouTube was not my priority. It wasn't. It's not my priority because um with all the COVID stuff that's going on, with everything that's been happening, I just kind of like I put YouTube in the background because you know nobody really knew what was going to happen from one day to the next. Um, I was concerned about my children, myself, my family members, and so I stepped away from YouTube because I wanted to focus on what's going on with my family. Making sure everybody's okay, making sure you know we all are alive and breathing because of all the COVID stuff. And so, you know, I see a lot of people who have continued on their platforms. Their platforms have grown. They have blown up. And me, I just kind of took a back seat, and I really wasn't tripping about it. Um, I made a few little notes because I'm going to cover just a few little things and then I'm going to jump off of here. And even if people replay this later or what have you, hopefully it'll answer some questions. I really didn't just like run away from YouTube. I actually like YouTube. I think YouTube is pretty cool. It's just it wasn't a priority at one point in time in my life. Um, like I was saying, once all of this COVID stuff ramped up and everybody was, people were like trying to figure out if we were gonna live, die, or whatever. You know, my family went into survival mode. We wasn't thinking about nothing. We're just trying to make it through the COVID. And by the grace of God, you know, we haven't had any losses due to COVID, but I've had a few family members who have gotten sick, and it triggered a lot. A lot of things got triggered by us being affected by something that we weren't expecting to happen. Literally, before all of this stuff started, I had purchased a lot of things to try to build up my channel, create my little area so that I could do my YouTube thing. And I'm telling you, it was like once I got all of my little components together to set up everything the way I wanted it, bam, all of a sudden, up out of the blue, here we are with this mess, this disease that nobody had ever heard before. I mean, let me take that back. That COVID is not new. This is just a new strand of COVID. COVID itself is not new, but the particular COVID-19 strand is a new strand, and nobody knew what to do with that sucker. It just so happens my mom is a nurse. She's been a nurse almost 30 years. I worked in healthcare for 17 years. So when I saw this, I was concerned because anytime there's a new virus, a new disease, nobody knows how it's going to act, what it's going to do. There's no, you can make a speculation based on other similar diseases, but you never truly know exactly what that disease is going to do. I had to tell my kids in February, or was it um, March, when they really start talking about it. I was like, look, don't listen to these people. Don't listen to these people. They don't know what they're talking about. The ones who are saying that it's not going to make kids sick, the ones that saying it's not going to make the young people sick, don't listen to them. Because the reality is, if this is a very new virus that they've never seen before, they don't know exactly what this virus is going to do. And because they don't know what it's going to do, then it's better for you not to take any chances. Whatever they're telling the old people to do, you need to do the same thing. I have a son in the military. At the time, one of my other sons was working for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And those two areas are very, like, sensitive to stuff like this, because you've got people, large numbers of people in a restricted area that work with each other, all the time. So if one person gets sick, you could have a whole, like, a mass population of people get sick. And so I was concerned about my boys. Then I had two daughters in Dallas, Texas, and I was concerned about my daughters and their children. Then my baby girl, she was with me, my 16-year-old, she's with me. So when all of this stuff started happening, I left Dallas because once I started having health problems, I decided that I didn't want to be in a large city, because if anything was to happen, Dallas is not a forgiving place. If anything happens to you and you can't get around and do like you normally do, you could become a victim in Dallas. There are people who actually watch you if they think you on pain meds or anything like that. There are people who watch you and they will bust you over your head. They'll kick your door in. And I was like, let me get out of Dallas because I don't have time for the drama. Who don't have time for it? Me. I had to go. And so when I moved back to East Texas, close to my home of Texarkana, when I moved back to East Texas, I was like, nope, I'm not moving to Texarkana, because there's a lot of data that was coming out of Texarkana when I was in Dallas that was very disturbing, about all kinds of stuff like STDs, crime. And if you pay attention to data, it can tell you what to stay away from. You know what I'm saying? It can save you. Because if a place is high in crime, high in sexual disease transmissions and stuff like that, that means groups of people don't have anything else to do. And when people don't have anything else to do, they start doing things to each other, negative things to each other, to one another. And so, because I'm the type of person, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd, honey. I like to get into my data. And I'm sorry, guys. I know I didn't plan for this. I didn't plan for the live today. I just kind of jumped on because I seen somebody ask a question, and I have been MIA for probably 6 months, 7 months, something like that. And with so many people leaving here, people not even being alive anymore, I feel like it was kind of rude of me to just jump off and not even talk to anybody, let anybody know if I'm alive, if I'm living or breathing, after we done interacted with each other online. Even though you don't know that person, you kind of know them a little, and if you even care or are concerned, you might be wondering, okay, what happened to this person? Is she still alive? I'm alive, guys. I've just been trying to take care of myself. Um, like I said, I watch data. That's what I do. And even in my professional capacity, before I became disabled, that was my job, to watch data, to process data, and to apply data for the purpose of sales. So when all of this stuff was going on, we had to pull it together, hunker down, and get prepared for the worst, just in case the worst hit. And when everything started going strange and people start acting crazy, I went into survival mode. I was like, look, I'm not going to get caught up with no drama. I did not make it 44 years of life, almost 20 of them years in the city by myself with 5 children, to be taken out by some COVID and silly butt people. I said, nope, not gonna do it. So, like I was saying, at one point in time, I was planning to ramp up my whole YouTube channel. And then when this big pandemic mess hit us, my family and I, we had to make a lot of changes immediately. And unfortunately, those changes meant that I couldn't just jump on her like I wanted to because I was really focused on making sure everybody was okay. Um, and I'm like I said, I'm reading a few little notes because it's a few things I wanted to cover, and then I'm gonna jump off of here. I just wanted to share that way if anybody, and I see a lot of people still go to my channel, they look at my content. That way you can see something recent from me, know that I'm still here, I'm living and breathing, I'm here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions. I do not mind. Um, I do use YouTube. I use YouTube to watch the news and to try to stay up on what's going on. But YouTube can be very toxic and stressful. And during a time like this, when there's been so much stuff going on and it's been so uncertain, I couldn't have any additional stress because I already have, other health issues going on. I wasn't gonna do that. No. It's not even it's not it doesn't make sense. If you know that you can't handle a lot of stress, don't. Be happy because not the next day is not guaranteed. So it's better to be laughing, smiling, make yourself happy, honey, while you can. But like I was saying, um, one of the things that happened where we lived in Arkansas, one night we were headed into our home like after everybody started like buying up all the tissue, buying up all this, the stores were closing early, and it was like we were in another country, like we was in a third world country or something. This dude jumps out of he whips his vehicle into the parking lot. He jumps out of his vehicle. He comes at us and starts talking to us like he was finna get with us. Okay. And so I look at my guy, and yes, I have a guy now. I look at my guy, he look at me, I'm like, baby, what's going on? He said, I don't know. I said, and my guy carries. So I was just like, okay, don't look away from this dude because this guy just jumped out and he was going in on us. And so we didn't even know the man. That was the crazy part. He just jumped out like he was finna start blasting or something. So we ride deep. We don't play. We are true supporters of the Second Amendment. We don't play. Neither one of us are felons. We don't play. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. That's all I got to say. This dude jumps out of his vehicle. He come at us like he finna do something. Then he go back to his vehicle like he finna grab some. I said, "Don't you turn around." That's what I told my guy. I said, "Don't turn around. Don't walk away from this man." I walk on a cane. I walk on a cane. I have to walk with an assisted device because I have problems with my back and my hips and my knees. So I can't be falling down. It'll be a whole turtle thing going on if I fall down. It's gonna be terrible. I'll be down there laughing, crying, and might pee a little. I'll be mad though. But that's what happened if I fall. So I got to be, I gotta support myself. I had to jump. I jump because you're not gonna mess with mine. That's my saying. Don't mess with my money. Don't mess with my man, and don't mess with my children. Okay. So I jump out the truck. I walk up to him. I mean, up to the front of the truck, and my fiance, he is between he's between our apartment and the truck, and I'm between him and the truck, and the dude is by the street. And the next thing I know, I'm aiming at him. I'm like, dude, you finna lose your life. Because in Arkansas, you really supposed to give a person a warning shot. My warning shot was me telling him, you finna lose it. You got two people that's trying down on you right now. You might want to go. He said, I'm finna call the police. I said, what? You mean you gonna call the police after you jump out and you trying to like get us? Are you serious? So this crazy man, he gets in his vehicle and zip across the street, and he just talking mad cash. I mean, he's talking crazy. He's talking crazy. Then he come back out. He talking this. He talking this. I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. He talking about he gonna call the police because he had two pistols trained on him. He was finna get litty. And I ain't talking about no liquor. I do. That's one thing about me. I am an educated black woman, but I can be very uneducated and very ignorant when it comes to my family. I keep myself 100% legal so that I can do what I need to do in any given situation. And I was finna do what I had to do. So after that, I told my guy, I said, look, we got to go. I said, because we'll go to jail over here with the ignorant folks. We got to go. See, people don't understand. COVID made some people act real dumb. And in the process of doing that, people like me who don't have patience for foolishness, I had to get up out of there. I left I had to let my apartment complex know, look, I am disabled. I don't have time for this. I will end up killing somebody, so I need to go. I got to go. And I left. And when I left, I had to do, I had to do what I had to do. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're not fixing to be accosting me. You're not gonna think just because I'm disabled that you're gonna come at me and do whatever. No, it's not gonna happen. It isn't. I'm probably one of those few people. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. We'll be okay. But if you come at me, I am, I am 100% legal. I'm gonna come at you the legal way. I've studied I'm actually two classes out from getting my associate's degree in legal studies. So I understand how the law works. You can't do it, not me. You do that mess with somebody else, maybe, but don't come at me like that because I'm not gonna mess with anybody. I'm very peaceful. I love everybody. I might not like everybody's spirit, but I genuinely love everybody. And I pray for people, even people who do me wrong, because the Bible says, pray for those who despitefully use you. But if you think that old hot leg ain't gonna meet you, well, all I can say is think that. You'll be looking funny. So after that situation happened, my whole family came together and just moved us out quick, fast, and in a hurry. And guys, I'm gonna tell you something. God is good because my guy and I, we were blessed. We was in February, the end of February, February 29th. It was a beautiful, sunshiny day. We was chill. Why is it that we got into an accident that flipped our truck? It flipped our truck and towed it up, and it was a beautiful Ford F-150. 2013 Ford F-150. We love that truck with the big grill on the front of it. I'm a country girl. I'm a country girl, y'all. The big old bumper on the front. This dude just jumps out in front of us, making a left turn, and we tried to avoid him. And he clipped the back of our truck, and by him clipping the back of our truck, we flipped. And I was pinned at the bottom in the truck. It's been so much stuff going on. Y'all just don't know. I was pinned at the bottom. The only thing that kept my face, this side of my face, from being rubbed off on the streets is the side airbag that deployed. There was an airbag that deployed in front of me, and there was one that deployed right beside me by my window. That airbag kept me when this truck was on its side with me on the passenger side, my face to the ground. That airbag kept my face from getting rubbed off. So yeah, it's been crazy. That was February the 29th, a beautiful sunshiny day. It hadn't rained, nothing. This dude just jumps out in front of us, making a left turn out of a private drive. In other words, if he had waited just a few seconds, we would have passed it. But he was impatient. He was in a hurry. What he had to do was more important than our lives. And they had to cut me out of the truck because the cab had shifted and it was crunched in. And they had to pull me out of the windshield. They bust the windshield. They had to pull me out. Our truck got totaled. We were without our vehicle for a second. I've had multiple vehicles. I let my son take over the payments of my SUV because he needed a vehicle and I wasn't driving, so I just let him take it. Hey, I done spent $8,000, but that's my child. I love him, and he's doing everything he's supposed to do. So I'm like, hey, take it. You make payments. So that vehicle was gone. My other vehicle, my daughter wrecked it. My other vehicle, she, we'll just say there was a little something that happened with that one. So that was decommissioned. And so the only vehicle that we had, we were in a major accident in that one. And then COVID, literally within a couple of weeks, COVID. And then after all of this stuff happened, you know, we're still hurting. We're still dealing with stuff. We're still dealing with the effects of this accident, hurting. And then after that happened, like I said, COVID happened. When COVID once the pandemic or COVID started, it just shut us down. It shut everybody down. There wasn't really a lot we could do. We were literally in a rental car. We fixed the car that was messed up so that we would have transportation. And then once we fixed that car, the Lord blessed us to get a new truck. He blessed us to get a trailer, a travel trailer. And it's crazy because we got the travel trailer literally a couple of days after this dude jumps out of his truck and act like he was fixing to come, rain down fire and brimstone on us. Somebody we never even knew. And so it was like the Lord was just really working in our favor. We went and picked up the trailer. We had just gotten the truck, had the truck maybe a month, if that. I don't even think it was a month. Then we went and picked up the trailer. We got the trailer, came back. We had literally the day that we went to pick up the trailer, we moved the rest. We had just moved the rest of our stuff out of our apartment. And we came back, made sure we locked up everything, made sure it wasn't no mail. We were pulling the trailer when we came back. We just stopped by to make sure everything was good at the place at our old place, and then we were off in the wind. So I haven't been on YouTube because I've had so much stuff going on. It is unbelievable. It's unreal. I can't even y'all would think this stuff was like something you would see on TV, but it really wasn't. It's our real life. And it just so happened when all this COVID stuff started, I told my baby, I said, look, I said, we need to go on and get us some metal because when all of this stuff starts, people are gonna start buying weapons like nobody's business. I don't consider myself to be no prophet or nothing like that. I don't consider myself to be able to see into the future, but I know how to be reasonable and deduce things. And I told them, I said, we need to get our bid in before we can't. Guys, let me tell you something. We did what we needed to do. We got what we needed to get. And I'm telling you now, if you try to purchase anything, it is twice what it was before the pandemic. It is twice. So we literally got in and got like $3,000 worth of stuff, you know, on the cheap and on the legal. So it's just things have changed. There's so much stuff that has changed that I really didn't have time to like look at YouTube as far as like making content and engaging with my subscribers because from it seemed like from week to week it was something else. It was crazy. When all of that stuff happened, we got a tip before it happened. I have a few ears on the ground. We got a tip before it happened telling us go to the store, get the stuff you need because they are going to start shutting these stores. Like they're going to start closing the stores and stuff. So we went and we just prepare. We really got into preparation, like prepping, because we didn't want to be caught off-handed. And so which I was already into prepping before I left the city in 2016. I already had it in my mind. I wanted to like be end of the world preparation because at the rate things are going, we don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. And if you don't already have you some prep stuff, you need to start looking into it. With everything that's going on with the government, with everything that's going on with religion, with everything that's going on with people in general, all of these different storms and viruses, and y'all better read your Bible, honey. Get in Revelations. You'll be surprised. If you haven't been to Revelations, you need to get there and read it and see how it, you know, compares to what's going on today. And I guarantee you, it'll either scare you or you're gonna be like, you better start prepping. Because we started prepping a long time ago. In other words, if there was no water, what would you do? If there was no power, what would you do? You better get some of those questions answered today while you can, because at the rate things are going, these people in high places, they got money. They don't care about us. They don't care. If they did care, why haven't they passed another stimulus package? They could. It would be easy for them to, but for them to pass another stimulus package would be money taken out of their back pockets. And they're not going to do that because they don't care about us. They don't give a rat's patootie about us. So you better start prepping and be ready just in case because what if another virus come through? If we are this decimated right now, what are we going to do if another sickness come through? We haven't even we're not even we haven't handled what's going on now. So how will we handle something else? We'll be in trouble. We'll be in trouble. So right, that those are the things that I've been focused on. I've been focused on literally getting my life together, trying to pay off all my debt, getting myself a home that I can move. We got drills, baby. Let's hook this stuff up and let's go. Because if something happened, I want to be able to get out of Dodge quickly. Get onto my little old piece of land in the middle of nowhere quickly. Where if I see you walking up the street and I don't know you and I haven't invited you, I can handle you quickly. Because it's some weird stuff going on and I ain't got time for this weird stuff. I don't. But like I was saying, things have changed. And anybody who think that things haven't changed, you're living in a fantasy. Things have changed, and that's what we've been focusing on, trying to make sure that everything that we need to do is done. Everything we need to do is taken care of. Um, when I started my channel because there were some things that I didn't see on YouTube. And I really wasn't coming on here trying to make money. I wasn't on here trying to do nothing but voice my opinion. I was voicing my opinion because I see some content complaining. Go ahead and just do you. You put on some things and some stuff that makes sense and matters to you. But like anything, if you start something and you really get into it, you could get caught up in some drama. And I did at one point in time. I got caught up in a little bit of drama. I was so worried about other YouTube comments. And it wasn't that I was worried about her. It's just I didn't like the way she was handling people. And I was commenting on it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's got to be wholesome the way you do it. You can't just get into every little thing. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is these people don't care. Some of these content creators, they don't give a rat's patootie about the people that come on here. They talk about what they want to talk about. It's all about clicks and dollars for them. It's not about nothing real or sincere. And so when I saw that, I was like, ugh, I ain't got time for that. I don't have time. I really don't. I'm not on here trying to get on nobody's side of no arguments. I ain't got time for that. Arguing is I don't have time for that. So when I created my platform was really created so that I could talk about different things that that I was concerned about, that I wanted to talk about. And honestly, I got drawn into the mix. I got drawn into a lot of unnecessary foolishness. One of the things that I did get drawn into was this rush for 4,000 hours, 1,000 subscribers. You know what? I was so close. I think I was like 200 hours away or less. And I just said, screw this. I didn't say screw it. I said, F this. When I got to thinking about it, I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Am I doing it because I love to do it, or am I doing it because I feel like I got to, And it almost became kind of like an obsession trying to reach that number. And the way the system is set up, if you're not on the platform all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, it's gonna be hard for you to reach that number unless you have so many views. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to the point. I said, you know what, Lord, thank you. I've been able to enjoy myself. This was fun for a minute until it stopped being fun. And when it stopped being fun, I had to walk away, y'all. I had to. For my health's sake, for my mental sake, I had to walk away because I don't want to be on YouTube like that, trying to. I see so many people on YouTube hustling and tearing each other down, trying to build themselves up. And that's horrible. I don't want that. I don't want that. I really I like to create stuff. I love discussing business type stuff to help build people up. I love discussing topics that help build people up. But what I don't love and what I don't want to discuss are things that are going to tear people down because nobody needs that. We all have stuff going on in our lives that constantly tear at us. So to get on here and for me to be tearing another person down, I might talk about politics and stuff like that every now and again. I don't know what I'm going to talk about if I, get back into it again. But I know I won't be on here trying to just, I don't, my plan is not to be on here trying to just tear people down. I don't have time for that. I don't really want to do that. I just want to have fun. I want to laugh with people. I would love to get on some of those calls with people and just be talking about random stuff and laughing and stuff like that, but just to be tearing people down and stuff like that, nah. I might, if I see something going on, yeah, I might comment on it. But it doesn't mean that I'm just gonna be on her and my whole platform is going down through somebody and just running them down for riding them, uh, just riding on them. No, you gotta care about a situation enough to really want to get into it that deep, and I just can't. I can't. It's toxic. Um, I wrote a few little questions. Why did you start your YouTube channel? I just kind of talked about that. Basically, this is dealing with my personal absence from YouTube and why. Um, I like the whole concept of the YouTube universe, but the rush to get monetized, screw that. Screw that. I ain't got time for that. Screw it. um, where have I been? I've been between Arkansas and Texas, just moving it, trying not to get caught. I look at it like this: I don't want nobody to be trying after that little experience. Yeah, I almost took somebody's life, and I don't have a problem with that if it means protecting my family, myself. That I don't have a problem with. But that's a nobody should have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? But because of the way things are going right now, it is a constant thought. I will protect myself. I'm not gonna hold back. And I just have to pray and ask God to forgive me and help me to process what I've done. But the whole jumping out on me trying to get me, that ain't the thing to do because I am very much protective of myself because for my whole life I've always been a very independent person, able to do anything I set my mind to. But when I became disabled and I feel kind of like insecure because of that disability, then I believe in having an equalizer and I am not afraid to use it. I'm just not. We should all feel safe. If nothing else, we should all feel safe. And that's the reason why I'm an advocate for the Second Amendment. I feel like if it's used properly, I agree with it 100%. I do. I do, especially after somebody jumped out and act like they wanted to put hands into our life or put whatever into our life, and we didn't even know the person. Yeah, yeah, I'm a very much a proponent for that. I actually grew up hunting and all that kind of stuff in Arkansas anyway. I done shot at deer. I done shot squirrels, rabbits, honey. I done did it all. I've been trapping with my dad. Yes, I'm a country girl. Been trapping, hunting, shooting. We done set trap lines, fishing, frog gigging. Yes, I'm a country girl. I'm a country bumpkin who was in the city. for quite a few years, but the country is still in me. So I know how to do all that stuff. I grew up on a farm, a small farm, out there weeding rows of corn and beans and potatoes by hand. You get 2 rows a day, two. You get out there, you pull them weeds up because if you put chemicals on them, it's not good for your health. So we had to get out there a 90-foot by 60-foot field full of vegetables, and we out there weeding by hand. This is how I grew up, digging post holes. I wasn't your typical teenage girl. I was out there digging post holes, setting post holes to create fence around our property. This is how I grew up. So some of these people that are homesteading and all this other stuff, I don't understand where they're coming from. It's actually a smart thing to do at this in this day and time. Get yourself ready. Homestead. Put your get you a little garden out there. There is a lot of food insecurity right now because there's so much stuff going on with our food supply. Get out there and start doing it yourself. Everything you want to know is on YouTube. Everything you want to know is on YouTube. A lot of the stuff my mom and dad right now today, I get down there, we get to talking about this stuff. Yeah, I already know about that stuff. We already looking at doing what we need to do to be in survival mode should some stuff go down. And of course, my mom and dad's property is always home to me. So if anything happened, my fiance, my kids, all of us, we can have us a nice little compound down there. And that won't be the place to be because they are advocates of the Second Amendment as well. So, you know, like I was saying, I've been back and forth between Arkansas and Texas, trying to basically looking at land, trying to get situated with land. The problem with Arkansas is that there's a lot of stuff. Arkansas got a history. It's got a bad history, and because of Arkansas's bad history, that makes it difficult for me to necessarily stay there. um the problem with Texas got a bad history, but Texas land is so expensive. They act like it's gold in the land or something. It's ridiculous. Texas land is so expensive, but I told my fiance we might need to just get us get some land in Texas, get some land in Arkansas, and we can just choose the better of the two, you know, to live on, whatever. Um, what happened to my channel? What really happened to my channel? It got too toxic on this YouTube thing, and for the sake of my health and my mental stability, I decided to just gracefully bow out for a little bit, because it just got to be too much. I couldn't be wrapped up in YouTube and everything that was going on with the pandemic at the same time. I couldn't. I couldn't divide my attention like that. So I just decided to walk away from YouTube for a little while and collect myself and try to work with all the stuff that's going on, try to work because it seems like things are starting to head back to normal, but I don't even trust that, y'all. I'm just trying to, we're just trying to stay afloat and we're just trying to keep ourselves above water, way above water. And also, we're trying to focus so that, regardless of what's happening, we're fluid enough that we can move with everything that's going on. That's basically what I'm doing. And the channel, yeah, I love the channel. I want to get back on the channel, but the channel is not going to be my priority. It's not going to be my headache either. This should be a love. I enjoy, like right now, I'm laughing and enjoying myself. This is how it should be. It shouldn't be toxic. It shouldn't be so messy and stressful. It should not be that. And it won't be that for me. It won't. Um, what's going on in my life right now? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm not stressed out. I'm not allowing myself to get stressed about anything. My family is doing okay. All of my children are well. Thank the Lord. My grandkids are well. Thank the Lord. Um, I'm looking at doing some things for Christmas for my grands, my kids. They might get something. I don't know yet because they decided to make me a grandma. So I have to, and I got a nephew that's close to my grandkids' age. So I got to take care of them babies. Them grown folks, they got jobs and stuff. They take care of themselves. I might do something for them, but we gonna work with them chillins. That's my concern, the chillins, the babies. We got to take care of the babies. And And since 2018, I've written novels. I've written right at 20 novels. I have 11 published. So that's really my main focus, because I use writing as a it's like cathartic for me. When I'm writing, it gives me a chance to offload all of my stress, because I can tailor a situation in a book to answer a problem that I have in real life. We can't always solve our problems like at the blink of an eye, just living. But when I'm writing, I can write it the way I want it and fix it up and make it look good. You know what I'm saying? So writing since 2018, I have written several novels. I have a couple of series that I need to oh God, I got like 4 series that I need to uh complete. And I actually um in the next couple of months, I will start working on the completion of a couple of my series, because I have people who have been literally begging me to finish them. But with me, writing is not, I'm not a traditional writer. I let the stories come to me. Whatever I want to see on TV, that's what I write about, because what I see on TV is really silly and garbagey. So sometimes I don't fool with TV. But what I do, um, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm not responding to y'all because I want to try to get through, this. And I promise you, I'm gonna do a few lives, and try to like um engage more. But right now, I just wanted to spend a little time letting y'all know what's going on with me, because I have a lot of stuff going on, and I just didn't want y'all to think that I don't love y'all anymore, because y'all my babies. I love y'all. I do. I love y'all to pieces. It's just I've had so much stuff going on. I had to step away for a sec. But I just wanted to kind of cover what's going on with me, and then like at another time we'll get together. We'll have a confab. We'll do a country fantastic. We'll just act stupid. But today we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be good today. But yeah, it's like I said, right now in my life, I'm just chilling. Like I said, I write. Um, that's basically what I do. Write to cope, write to deal with all the stuff that's going on. Um, really and truthfully, um, now I spend a lot of time. We travel a lot. We do a lot of traveling, trying to, just kind of stay ahead of everything that's going on with the pandemic. We decided, it's best, let's get this RV, let's get on the road, and let's keep it moving. That way, we can control who we come in contact with and everything. And we were blessed to be able to do that for, to move around for a little bit. We were blessed. Like I said, we decided to get on the road, travel, do what we gotta do. Um my I do, out of 5 kids, all of my kids are grown except one. I have a 16-year-old. My 16-year-old, she only likes to be with me when we're on the road traveling, when we're moving. When we're not traveling, because she is being homeschooled just like everybody else pretty much at this point. um when we're not traveling, she will spend time with her sister, who is 27, and my her niece and nephew. Other than that, I'm at home with my 2 puppies, my collie and my red-nosed pit. And my puppies keep me safe and sane while I'm writing and chilling. um I will eventually make some videos. Right now, I don't care about it right now. I mean, when I say I don't care, I just don't have time for it right now. But I will eventually make some new videos. It's right now, I'm just not gonna, I don't want to be pulled into this need to do anything. I want to do it because it's fun and because I enjoy it. Um, and just to let y'all know, I love YouTube. I think it's amazing. You can't create a channel anywhere else. When I say a channel, I mean your own channel. You can't create a channel anywhere else for free and do your own thing on it within the context of the rules. You just really can't. So, with that being said, because I do love what YouTube is doing, I will be creating things. I will be posting things from time to time. I will have lives. Um, I'm gonna be in and out. I'm gonna try to connect, as much as possible. I just need y'all to be patient with me because I can only do what I can do. And that was pretty much all I had to say, y'all. It's been real. It's been a lot of stuff going on. It's been real stuff going on. It's been crazy stuff going on. But I am still here. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I'm still kicking. I'm doing what I do. And like I said, I love y'all to pieces. Don't ever in a million years think I don't. Um, like I said, I just wanted to let y'all know that I still care about you and I'm still here. I'm just trying to stay safe and take care of myself in this crazy time that we're in. And my biggest thing right now, guys, I pray for your safety and I love each and every one of you. I appreciate you supporting my channel. I want y'all to please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself and your loved ones because time is short. We don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. So we need to be careful and take care of each other and love each other. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Y'all are so awesome. I love y'all to pieces. I just feel like I'm gonna cry. Sorry, that was fake. I'm sorry. I was being fake for a minute. Thank y'all. I love you. See you later. Bye.